baby, see? You do? Am I on the camera?
Why you know and say what's up?
Oh, you gotta turn that.
Oh, you turn up.
Hold on, y'all. Oh, boy. Y'all know we out here in this Gorage. Gora. What am I talking about? Question and answer. Question and answer with MB. My head still cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Maybe I ain't push it back far enough. Let me push it back far. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this right. I gotta get it right. So I'll make sure I get in the video.
Might need to just tilt it up just a little bit.
Tilt, tilt it up a little bit.
Yeah, tilt it up just a little bit.
Yeah, different. Right there.
A little bit more. You're right up, right there, right there's perfect. Oh, you went down.
It went there?
Right there, up, right there's perfect. There you go. Yeah.
Lay it?
No, I didn't say tilt it up anymore, babe.
Right there?
Too high.
Right there?
Yeah,
Right there?
yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
let's see. What we got here? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah. All right. Question and answer, man. Get at me. What y'all
Um,
want to know? What you need to know? If you got a question about your enclosure, y'all, your customers, y'all can just message me. Uh, COVID delayed some of you, well, for the most part, delayed everybody. That's what they telling me, but I'm not that far behind. Most of y'all getting y'all box within that 8 inch mark, 8 week mark. Somewhere between 6 and 8, like I said. What we got going on? Any questions?
quick question. Should jumpers inside epicenter be 7.5 mono amplifier?
Good question. Very good question. I'm gonna tell you why it's a good question. You must know your input voltage of your amplifier. Remember, everything has losses from one source to the next. So when you like my for instance, my Falls Gate 5000 BDCP, all my amplifier needs to make its rated power is 5 volts input. 5 volts input is gonna make this rated power as long as you got clean power for the power side. 5 volts input is all you need. That's where I have my upper center set at 5 volts at the 5-volt jumper. However, sometimes I have put it to 7.5 inch voltage just to get more impactful and clean power. Now you might ask, well, is you going overdrive or you overdriving amplifier? Yes, you at that point you overdriving amplifier inputs. You are. But remember, you have some losses. So just as it says 5 volts, that doesn't mean it's actually 5 volts making it into the input voltage max out. That doesn't necessarily mean that. It might be 4.8, might be 4.2. Either way it go, it's closer to 5, so they give it the 5 instead of saying it's a 2 or 2.5. They say it's 5 volts. So using that same scenario in my head, and I've called Fallgate and asked that, well, when I put the jumper to 7.5, the bass got, woo, good God Almighty. It, man, them eights. I might need to do that for what I'm doing lately. Y'all see what I'm doing with the Cosmos. I might just put that jumper on 7.5 and then meter it and see if I catch the extra 2 dB because I'm going to hit 140 with them 2.8s below 35 just to show his peak is poke. You hear me? I'm gonna do that. I'm 138 now at 31 hertz, and I ain't got number one falls gate, and I got two falls gates. But anyway, so you put the 7.5, you're gonna get even more impactful, more headroom, your bass get cleaner. But watch for overdriving your input. So even though I put it at 7.5, I might be actually just getting a little more than 6. So my amplifier is fine, but I don't ride around with it daily with that jumper in at 7.5. In fact, now that you call it to mind, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to do it because I know what'll happen. The bass gets even more impactful. More impact within the gap, more output. What's up, babe? What you got? What you got? We got
Two
what?
kick, two kicker Q class 12s on two Fallgate 1500 BDCP or one B2 on 2500.
Or one BDC 2500 on two kicker class 12s? Or what did he say? Or one B, yeah, B. He talking about talking about the B2 audio 2400.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, boy, look at you. You can't go wrong with either one. You can't go wrong with either one. However, you probably come out cheaper buying the B2 audio 2500. One thing I want to know about the Robert Fosgate amps though is that in forward Fosgate amps fight impedance rise. So you're going to get more of your power to your subs and not get that much in losses. I know that about the Fosgate. I don't know what B2 audio radio you B2 audio amplifier you talking about. I have no experience with any of the amplifier other than Fosgate. Other than looking at their THD signal noise ratio, which B2 audio qualifies for, but I do not know if they have impedance rise fighting technology and amplifiers. Something you might need to go on Facebook and message Jay Home or Andrew Showers. Either one of them will answer your question. Andrew Showers is the American representative, and you can message Jay Home. Jay Home, who is the owner of B2 Audio, real cool dude. Just remember they 6 hours ahead of us and behind us, so give him time to answer your question. And yeah, that's how I found him on YouTube, on Facebook Messenger. He's a real humble dude. He answered your question. Andrew Showers as well. Go ahead. What's next?
Next question. Can you use multiple subs with different ohm loads?
No. No, because whoever has the least ohm load, the power's gonna go to that sub. So you're gonna either burn out one and underpower another. You can't do that. You can't. You gotta run D4. If you run D2 subs, they gotta be all D2. You're gonna run D4, they gotta be all D4. If you running single 4 ohm subs, they gotta be all single 4 ohms or single 4 ohm. If they running D2, they gotta be all the subwoofers must be the same ohm load individually before you do all your series of parallel wiring. And that's that. Okay.
What do you think about Alpine?
What Alpine Type R. I was gonna get the Alpine Type 10 the other day from my distributor. Uh, but I'm gonna put the Type R and I believe the Type X is gonna be on the channel soon. You know I'm going to 12s, not in my application. I'm not going to 12 in my application. What I'm doing is I'm gonna start reviewing 12s. You see, I reviewed that. No, I didn't put it up there yet. But one sub that I reviewed a long time ago, the Black Diamond RD12. I'm gonna put that back up. I got some Danica Tech subs gonna show you that playing on free air and did the unboxing. I'm gonna do a earthquake and I got a Euphoria audio, and then I'm gonna do a lot of subwoofers that you can get off Amazon. Mainly because most of my subscribers, for the most part, y'all not running the exotic subs, Resilient Sounds, uh, like this is three camps represented right here. This brand is a little bit more well known, has bigger pockets, DB Drive, so it's not really what I would call a lower tier subwoofer. Even though some of y'all think like Resilient Sound, Sundown, DC Audio, CT Sounds, all that to me is a lower tier subwoofer. Not saying they're good. What I'm saying is the lower tier as far as length of the history of the company, products offered, reputation and strength over the years, business, they're new. So they're in the lower tier. DB Drive is a little bit older. They have a substantial catalog, but they don't have so they're in the second tier. They have a substantial catalog over subwoofers in the lower tier. I mean, subwoofer comes in lower tier like Sundown, Resilient Sounds. But remember, this tier right here makes these tiers move because they look at them and see if they come up with something new that maybe could incorporate it to another tier. So this is to me, this is even though you might start, y'all think that's beginner level, from a fiscal financial point, this is entry level. This is intermediate level, and Kicker, Fallgate, Jetty Audio, pockets way more deeper than these two. You understand? That's what I'm saying. So, what he was asking about? What was that question about when if I got to explain these tiers?
Was it about the Alpine? No.
About the Alpine, yes, I'm gonna review. I'm gonna have Alpine. The Alpine is in this tier. Alpine to me, and I'm just talking about fiscally and money. Biggest R&D department. Alpine, Fallsgate, Rock Fallsgate, Kicker, J Audio, huh? Okay, baby. Sony, Pioneer, Sony, Pioneer, Kenwood. These guys are in the top tier. They survive. They're doing what DC Audio, CT Sound, Sundown, Scar, Ascendant Audio, Paul Pierce Audio. They're doing what they have already graduated and still here. Because there was a lot of other brands that didn't make it. And some did never graduate. Some brands never graduated from the intermediate. They still alive today, but they never did the transition over to the intermediate level. Intermediate level would be something like, and y'all gonna think it's funny, but you got DB Drive, who's a little bit bigger than that? Power Base, DS18, uh, those brands there. They have a substantial catalog. They have deeper pockets than these boys here, but they can't mess with the big boys. Okay, and then the big boys, the three is the Kicker, J Audio, and Fosgate. That's it. Them the top dogs. Them the ones that got the most money. And like I said, if they wanted to, they could go after the other two tiers. But hey, competition is what's best in America. They want to see what you guys can come up with. And then if it's good enough, they gonna most likely gonna do it themselves. I was thinking about getting one, so you said the less picky. Passive radio. I don't like how hey I ain't got no experience with passive radio, so I really ain't gonna answer that. They do work. Uh Kicker recently sent me a box I put in my aunt's car and it had a passive radio in it. It sounded good. It sounded very, very well. Small, very small footprint, enable the subwoofer to dig low without using the size of a ported box. So it's almost like having a sealed box with a ported sound. It just doesn't carry very far. They're not gonna hear you coming down the street. It's almost it sound to me. It sounds almost saying it's a Sundown SD Shallow 10, which I tell people it's not gonna hear. They're gonna hear you coming down the street, but they're not cabbing. You gonna think they hear you coming down the street because it sounds that good. What's he got here? Come on, baby. Yes, it's a 15. Hey, there you go. There you go. You looking like a government check over here, girl. Huh? 151 dB for the win. Yeah, I did that with 4.8, but I told y'all before we get off, find me another question, baby. Well, I put them card on, baby. I put the cosmos up there for one reason. So y'all know since I didn't got this media to play with, I only care about one thing, man. I'm not impressed with no scores over 40 hertz. I'm not. To me, that's simple. The woofer is, and that's not simple. Let me not make people upset with it. It's not simple. But I'm just not overly impressed with that because I'm a bass purist. Bass to me starts below 40. It starts below 40. When I took the 4-kicker Q Class 8s, not the 2, but these boys do 40s by themselves. Just 2 of them. But I'm going to put them in more power just to see what happens. These boys do 40s by themselves. But I want to show y'all what I do with round subs with these 8-inch subwoofers and playing with them. This is what I just play because people that know me know. I mess with a lot of 8s over the years, a lot of 8s, and I see how everybody keeps stepping the game up. It's a big step in the game with this resilient sounds. All the resilient sound boys out there, yeah, boy, y'all got a stick in the fight. Y'all got a dog in the fight. I ain't heard him yet. But looking at him and looking at how he might look similar to some other brands, but he a horse of a whole nother color. Bigger top plate, bigger black plate. A horse that's around, look that's around on that joke. I know what that's around do. That knuckle. But anyway, man, what was I talking about then? I went on that tangent. What I went on talking about for this dog with the face. About the air.
You were talking about the airplane.
And then I forgot what I was talking about. That's tripping up, man.
Well, somebody asked, are you going to revisit the Crossfire C78?
They don't make the Crossfire C78. You remember that? Do y'all remember whoever said that? Who's the dude name? Jamil, South Carolina. I told you at the time that Crossfire C78 was bested in my application the Sundown X8 V2 by a lot. It bested it by a lot. In fact, if you look at the back on the Resilient Sounds of the Mizio, that's the basket design similar that they were using on that C7. Well, Paul, I think is the owner of Crossfire. He didn't feel it was a big market for them to keep making that high performance C7. The C7 was 1,000 watts way back when the Sun 988 was 750. I'm talking about 3-4 years ago. The C7 Crossfire C7 was already 1,000 watts, all miss. Period. You talking about 3-4 years ago. They getting 8,000 now. They been doing. He was quick, but he said with no money for it. So he revamped the whole design, took the 8 out of the C7, made it the C5. I'm going to get the C5 as well, so you can see because it looks similar. It looks similar, but I'm looking at it from even from a distance. I tell it's some differences there. And Paul know what he doing at Crossfire. What's up, Crossfire? I know some Crossfire audio boys in the house. What's up? Well, was it for a while now? For a while now, a lot of people been saying that Crossfire getting them sundown boys they butt, man. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I heard the people say they take the sundown out and drop that Crossfire in and gain 3 dB. Oh. But y'all know, I know y'all sundown boys up here. Oh man, they just talking. Yeah, that's all the fun, man. Y'all keeping it fun, man. Keeping it
What
fun.
do you think about the shallow mount subs?
Like I don't like shallow mount up. I've got a video coming up that I keep telling myself I'm gonna make that I ain't made yet. As you go up and as you go down in size, a shallow mount sub only function is to give you comparable base of a full size driver in a small space. Operating word in that sentence is comparable. Comparable, something to compare against, something simpler almost as, but not equal to. If a shallow driver could give you the same size performance as a full size driver, but the advantages of a shallow is that it works in a smaller space and has a smaller mountain depth. You live in America. Companies all about price points. If one sub can do the same thing as two, if the small can do the same size as the same as the big, there's no sense in making two of the same product. You make one product. So a shallow subwoofer is going to give you a measure of output, but nothing like its full size counterpart. I'm going to make a video soon showing the QQ class Pinnacle 8 L7, then the Solar Barrick. Kelton, I got your box built. So I got your box built. I just remember that because I got your solar barracks over there. I don't know what he said, but I got his solar barracks, and then the L7T. So the Kicker Q class, the Kicker solar barrack, and the L7T. You're gonna notice a significant decrease as you go down, not just in power handling, but in size, and also the difference in output. Difference in output. All right, let's go. But do
Um,
they all make bass? Yes.
Tizo have two 12 audio pipe BDC4 stacked in a 2017 Lexus GS. Why does my small port area, though armrest, sound louder than the port in the truck? 10.5. I don't get it, baby.
Oh, and it put him with that Stinson out.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I ain't heard any one of that, so I can't answer the question. I'll be like, I hear what you saying, and you telling me that it sound louder. Well, that sound is deceptive. Sound is deceptive. Sometimes people, that's why I tell people don't chase the meter. Understand, like when I bought this meter, I know what I can do based on what I heard. I know what I pretty kind of sort of know what I'm doing. I'm still learning every day, particularly about being on boxes. And getting different outputs and playing with. It's a lot to it. And it takes a whole lot to build these boxes, man. The finishing takes a lot, but it takes if you're really into it and want your brain to stand or something. It takes sometimes you can be into it, really into it, and in the woods, playing out, do something crazy anyway. But when you've been a custom enclosure, the outside, my outside to me, I tell you, basically to be heard, not seen. So the box gonna function. But anyway, the sounding louder when you got a meter is just a way of quantification. Give you a point and know where you at. And but you got to know knowing you at. What does that mean? Well, why I'm always saying about 140 with eights because one is hard to do with eights at the frequencies that I'm trying to do it at. See, I'm not doing taking 2 8s on low power and trying to meet, or even low 2/8 on high power and trying to meet in the 40s. I don't care nothing about that. I'm taking a inefficient drive in a small cone, and I want to see how deep in the 30s I can go. It's just two. Most times it's just two. I want to see how deep in the 30s. Can I attain the sound of a jet engine, which is 140? Sound of a jet engine is 140 dB. When you can do that with 2/8 or 4/8, surprise, at 35 and below, I tell her I don't open that door. Hey, at 40, oh, you can't call me, okay? There's your phone right there. Right there. At 45 and below, because I don't want to go through. Then my son finna pull in the garage. If at 35 and below, then I'm like, hey, phew, that's what's up, boy. 'Cause I know I ain't the only one to do it. Plenty of people can do it. If people can do, I mean, I know somebody that did Louis, what you do? He took a single Paul Pierce audio WMD 8 that he had custom built for himself, and he did a 144. Hey, Lou, what you told me, man, I can't remember, Lou. I hope maybe you'll say in the comment. My boy Louis Martinez, he put in a Series 6 order, which he keep messing with me with to do one of these Cosmos. He said, man, he put in a 6, he did a 144 in a Series 2 6 order with one Paul Pierce Audio WMD 8. He did a 144, and trust me, because me and Louis like this. We don't even talk about scores above 40. Louis take his Omega 15, Louis Martinez. I'm gonna put a link to his channel. I'm gonna put a link to his channel in the description. Cause my boy right there, he got 4 Omega 18s doing 160. We talked the other day, it does a 163 sealed at 29 hertz. Let me say that again. He does a 163 sealed at 29 hertz with 4 Omega, 5 Omega 15. But I'm put his link in the description on this video once they upload and stream it, so you can watch the stuff he do. But he also likes to build boxes like me. He's out there in the Southwest, but he don't want to build for people. We talk about stuff off of each other, disagree, agree. We do this all the time. But he took that single Paul Pierce audio WMD 8 and did a 144 dB, and we in the 30s. That's all we talk about, trying to do stuff with small cone in the 30s. Because you give him a bigger cone, like you give him a big cone, man. People be talking about they doing 165s at 50, at 48 or 38 hertz. I do 160s sealed at 29. That's my boy Lou, brown power, baby. Beat you, yeah, yes, it's good. Hey, Craig James is going to get the BT Audio Rages. I need to put them in this box, but I'm waiting on to get this particular wire so y'all can see him playing on music before I send it to him. But those are subs that I gave to him for people that support the channel. Every now and then, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do it every week, but every now and then I just look at some of this stuff laying around here and say, hey, boom, what's your name? Or what I seen, I'm gonna give it to somebody. Should I do 3 kicker L7R reference 12s and 3-point Q per sub, or 4 of them in roughly 2.6 Q, 2.6. So 4 are going to get roughly 3 Qs, and 3 are going to get 4 Qs. Depending on what you're going for. If you're going for loudness, the 4 and the smaller volume but if you're going for loudness, the 4 are going to beat the 3. Corner is king. Your frequency if you're metering, your frequency probably gonna be higher. Most likely, because now each sub is getting a little smaller space, but that's not too big of a change. That's really like 1 Q. I don't think you're gonna be that too big of a change. I think you're just gonna be louder, higher, but the 3 gonna be lower and more musical. That's just my opinion. That's why I got 4 Q class. Why you only run 2? Because I can make the 2 get real low. The bass is just rich. And even though y'all gotta say y'all see me trying all these different subwoofers, don't forget for D my Q dog. I'll be reaching out to some manufacturers. Hey man, can I give y'all some exposure on my channel? And sometimes I get responses. I be wanting to say, look man, I'm not that excited. I'm just trying to give you some exposure because you're a lesser known brand. You ain't up there with, the big boys, even the top tier, and even amongst yourself, you're trying to get out the 3 tier. And since my channel is growing the way it does, let me give you a little exposure. But I ain't even really trying to, keep the subwoofer. I'm eventually gonna be giving it away. I'm gonna put it in the box, I'm gonna play with it, might be intrigued with it, and I'm gonna give it away and do something with it. But I'm always going back to these boys right here. I'm gonna be and listen, I want all y'all to understand this. Everybody to understand and hear the sound of my voice, you understand the words that coming out of my mouth. My wife's point, I'm always gonna come back to here. Cause my advocating vehicle I got now is 8. And I only think there may be 1 8 that will make me take these boys out. Cause I know what I'm hearing, I got a meter that's gonna prove it. And I'm gonna show you what these boys do. I showed you what Ford do on low power. I'm gonna show you what these boys do. I always gonna come back here. Oh my wife, it's just a deepness. It's the Coney's King. I only think there's one, maybe one that can best it. Me and my boy Antoine be talking about this. I got a good subscriber who's sending to me a pair of DD 20 Ryan. I think his name is Ryan Collar. He's sending me 2 DD 2508s. I think they might best. I really believe they might best, my boy. I really believe it. But right now, for me, I'm good. I'm just reviewing this for the channel. I'm not looking at nothing to replace what I got. This out while I review little stuff, and after a while, y'all see, y'all know me, I got boxes to build. The channel about the boxes. The channel about the box I build for the subwoofer. That's all the channel about, right? I ain't got no favorite subwoofer. I'm not even recommending no brand. That's what you saying it. I said for me. I'm not gonna recommend them. I don't get paid recommending no brand. I am totally unbiased in my reviews. I don't get paid for these boys. I don't get paid for none of these jokers. I get paid for the views and y'all watching, but I'm not gonna recommend nothing that I'm not gonna get a kickback on. That don't make no sense. What I am gonna recommend is this. I can make any subwoofer sound good. It got TS Brown, and that's the brand you want, man. I recommend you let me build you a box. Take your pick. I recommend that. And I'm fact not fiction. Well, what you run? I run these, but it might not be. I run these in a 3Q box in my application. You might not be able to get 3Qs in your box. You might not like what I like. I like these overall. I ain't found nothing yet that made me say, beat you all the arrays came close now. Deep, deep, deep lows. But overall, I'm back. This is just for me. Still ain't the best subwoofer though. It's just this is what I'm gonna do. I ain't recommending nobody. I'm gonna present the fact and show you what's gimmick and what's not, and then let you decide what you. Because I want to make all y'all lying, not sheep. I really don't like when y'all be asking me, what would you recommend? I recommend my box for the sub you pick. That's what I recommend. And that's it, man. What we got here, baby? And what time is it? We in 30 minutes, right?
9:30.
Okay, good. Can you explain signal noise ratio mean on amplifier and does higher mean more efficient? Yes, yes. Signal to noise. What comes in? Signal. What goes out? It's real simple. Noise. What's noise? What you listening to? Your bass, your mid, the high, all that's noise. It's taking an AC signal and turning it to noise. What I'm doing right now, this is noise. It might be pleasant noise and noise that you can understand as I communicate one idea to the next back to you, but it's still noise. I just have to be very efficient in making good noise, telling you stuff you can use. When you talk to some people, why you be like, man, I don't understand what the hell you saying. You inefficient in getting your point across. So it's very important that what's coming in can maintain a certain dB going out. You want a high signal noise ratio. You're going to pay for a high signal noise ratio. Power is cheap. Clean power isn't. And clean and efficient pretty much go hand in hand. Now this now y'all getting some free Q&A in layman's terms right here. You need to, y'all hopefully I get to most of y'all questions. If not, keep tuning in. Eventually you get the question. I'm better get to answer your question. What you talking about?
Right here. What's your experience with JL Audio 37 series?
Let me tell you something, man. J Audio is efficiency. When I'm finished doing everything that I'm doing with this channel, and I probably retire, or maybe not, One day, y'all, I'm gonna have, and let me say something. I love kicker. For me, this is what I run for subs. Kicker has good highs too. They got great amps. They the big dog on camp. They went SPL and SQ. J Audio when they was battling went totally SQ. Totally SQ. So because of that, y'all say some people say, man, they don't get loud. They got weak motors. No, they don't. No. J Audio got motors just as good, and in some cases maybe better designed than Kicker because Kicker is looking for a different crowd. People spend their money and go after a different crowd. Kicker got something for everybody, entry, the mid, and the high. JL got one product, one idea, one theory. People buy what they want. If you won't buy the best, you can buy this from Kicker, or you can buy on Fallsgate. At JL, they don't nothing go on sale. Why? Because we the pinnacle. We the top of the top, the cream of the cream. One day I want to have a complete J audio system, sound quality wise. And Kicker make a good sound quality wise system. Fallsgate too. But you got others like Morel, Hertz. Do you understand? You understand about the tiers, but then there's another tier as far as sound quality. Mids, high, and bass you want to listen to. You would, as far as eights being click, you're gonna have to get that B2 audio rage to even get close to the lows you will hear from a JR Audio 7.8. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But at the same time, you're not gonna get the punchiness to the kickoff. But accuracy, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a subwoofer. And audio ain't that expensive, too. I'm gonna let y'all know there's a subwoofer called Morel out there. My boy Antoine just picked up two. I'm gonna get some through the channel too. $800 a 5-inch voice cord. FS of 29 hertz. Yeah. Morel, you don't know about Morel's an Italian name company. But what I'm saying, when we talking about J Audio, J Audio is sonic perfection. Don't let these dudes this through. You can get far better for cheaper. They're not in the SPL lane. You're gonna get a measure SPL out of it, but that's not what they gear for. They gear for accuracy. A 2-inch voice cord gonna give you SQ for the most part. J Home took a 2-inch and give you SQ and SQL. A 2.5-inch voice cord is gonna give you SQL, but more toward the SPL side as much as you can with an 8-inch driver. It's not gonna be sonically accurate as a 2-inch driver. A 2.5-inch voice cord on an 8, it's not gonna sound as good in the 2-inch driver, in my opinion. You wanna be sonically accurate? Use a 2-inch driver. That's why the BT Audio trumps the kicker in lows. Trump the Sundown X8 V3 in lows. Trump every motherfucking body in lows, in my opinion. In the lows, that and the J Audio 7. You're gonna have to get a B2 Audio, a third tier sub, and the technology J got in the third tier to try to equate with J Audio, who's in the first tier with that JLW 7.8, which is gonna be on the channel. But I had them years ago. But see, I gotta go back to all this stuff all over again so y'all can see that I was the original Mr. 8 inch. That J Audio 8 is a SQ beast. Don't let nobody fool you and take, man, it don't sound good. It just can't take power. Supposing clean power to take. You put that, it's so sensitive that the motor swapping. Some subwoofers you can't even play clean dirty power on it. This kick is real sensitive. That rebase music, it's got to be done correctly. It'll pick up every damn nuance in there to let you know, man, that shit sound terrible. It ain't that the subwoofer can't play. The subwoofer don't care. Well, that sub can't play rebase music. Man, most of that shit is distortion that y'all listening to. I love the distortion with 2.5-inch voice cord with this spider. It's distortion that I'm listening to. There's a measure of distortion that's there. Because it's made to create that knuckle. It's not going to sound as sonic like as a 2-inch voice cord. Kicker does with 2.37. It gives me a balance of both, and that's why I like it. But when you saying with J Audio, don't let nobody, man, you got a J Audio sub, man, you got the best. Anybody don't like this video, go unsubscribe. Man, you like J Audio, you get far better or cheaper. Stop counting people money,
Mhm.
right? You can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Well, so you've got this quite a few times. Um, That's how Sean typed that. What it is? What is?
Oh, AG 1973.
You can tell them to send some
Oh,
money.
you want to support the channel, man? Cash App, AG, dollar sign. If you want to support the channel, look, buy subwoofers and this, that, and another. Especially we get them DJ audios out the stuff on here, man. Uh, hashtag AG 1973. That's
Dollar
my
sign
dollar
AGAG.
sign AG 1973. Help support the channel. All funds benefit. And also know this, y'all know I'm a Christian. So every box build I get, 10% of everything that go to me goes to the Lord first, off the top. There's two things I contribute to. I contribute to TD Jakes Ministry because I listen to him every Sunday, and I also contribute to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Because even though both my boys are healthy, there's people out there with children that they need help, man. I know by St. Jude, they do what they do. Got a personal experience with somebody I knew, and they took care of. What we got?
Let's see. Somebody said don't sleep on the
Oh,
king.
I ain't sleeping on the King of ComQ. I ain't sleeping on it. I'm having one day I said I'm gonna do that too. But JL is a whole different level, man. Kicker gonna give you more sound quality than the third tier and they comp Q line for sure. He definitely in the Q class line too. But remember, it's all about money in business. Kicker gives you they the biggest cardio company in the world. They got more money than J Audio. They got probably arguably Fallsgate probably had the maybe they the biggest cardio company in the world. The America they control it. Don't let nobody tell you that they making more money than Kicker. Kicker make more money than cardio than a lot of them jokers combined. So they give you the best of both worlds. He wanted a little bit of sonic accuracy. They gave you the comp Q. They made it a 10 and 12. Why they put an 8 in there? 8 is already an efficient driver. But they put the 10 and 12, and it's there, and it sounds great. It's on the J audio level, maybe a W3, but a little bit more output. Remember, Steve Earle always wants that kicker sound. So even though it's gonna be tight and clean, it must hit. J audio ain't you gonna get a certain amount of loudness anyway. You put in the right enclosure, but we're more tuned towards sonic accuracy first. HPL second. Just remember, J Audio is tuned more towards sonic accuracy first, HPL second. And some woofers, especially in this third tier, all they looking for is SPL. That's all they're looking for, SPL. SPL first. Now, as far as these here, they trying to graduate and get to his level. As far as kick concerned, I got the SPL crowd. I got stuff for y'all. Solo X coming out. I got the SQL crowd. Street Breeders, give them a Q class. I got my Sonic, my SQ crowd. Just get the comp Qs. And then we go all the way down to the bottom. What budget level you at? Do you shop at Walmart or do you want your money in the store? All right. I mean, what the store? What we got here?
Okay, I had a question and I just lost it. Reading out the other ones. Here, not a question. Yeah, it is a question. I have a Comp Q12. You want it to test on?
What I'm gonna get, I got a Comp Q12, kicker, and we have a good relationship. So I don't know if it kicker. I'm not for sure, but even if they don't, I'm still gonna buy it myself because I want it brand new. Whether they send one me for the review and then get it away, or I buy one to give it away. I want it brand new in the box because that's what I'm gonna send to the person I give it to after I build an enclosure for it. But I don't know exactly when. But I'm going to. I'm going to do eights and 12s. Why am I doing 12? Because I get this question all the time. People, why you say Conan the King, why you running eights? Because I can't run 12s inside my application. See, that's a $90,000 truck out there. It's a big boy diesel. I love my truck more than I love any of these subwoofers. I'm a diesel man. I'm a Cummins man, man. I'd rather be coming than stroking. I get it before, boy. Hey, but look here. So because of that, but I know the majority of people, the number one size sub that sells the most of is 12. 212 in the trunk. You hear rappers say it all the time. So I'm gonna start reviewing 12s, all of them, even the Death Bounce, the Sundown. I'm gonna go back through all the 12s again and just give you the performance level and give you the facts, what each one did different. And that's it. Then you make your decision, run what you want to run based on your. I'm trying to stay in the price point of sometimes mostly $100 subs, and then some at the most I'm gonna pay is gonna be somewhere between $200-300. I'm never gonna pay no more than $300 for a sub on my channel because majority of y'all, that's what y'all want 212 in the trunk. So 212, $600. Then you get the enclosures for me. Depends on your application, what that gonna cost. I think 212, 300. I think $300 per 12 is gonna give you a good performance level. Anything other than that, you in competition level. And majority of y'all that's on my channel and watching right now, y'all not at a competition level. You just want 212 in the trunk, and $600 what you're going to pay to go on rate for the good, real good performance level these days. What we got in? What time is it? 9:44. Okay. Okay, I have a 12-inch audio pipe. Is whether you think the top of the line full stacks on the power, full and all they're better than the resilient sound American made. I'm gonna tell you something now. Just looking at the performance level that I see evident in this eight audio pipe is not a third tier. They're here. They're second tier. But just every subwoofer in the second tier doesn't mean it's better than the third tier. In my opinion, audio pipe got extensive catalogs. They try to remember they trying to graduate to the top tier. But most of their products, the third tier have more design and engineering than some top tier, two-tier brands. Audio pipe, in my opinion, uses they're not. I love all subwoofers, but they're not into the R&D aspect of it more so they're into the look and the dollar sign, like the per capita, because they're trying to graduate to the big boys. All right, they just. But here, these boys are hungry, so they always push the envelope. They always push the envelope with technology. Because of that, resilient sounds don't compare to audio pipe. I believe the resilient sounds is most likely going to beat audio pipe in sub per sub. But remember, it's all in the box and application. But as far as technology differences, you're going to get more technology, more R&D, more trying to do more different things with one of these third tiers in comparison against audio pipe. Audio pipe is an intermediate level, but you can do big things with all in the box and electrical. But they don't give you a lot of technology. They give you more gimmicks than anything. And their amplifiers do not have high signal enough ratios for me. You got audio pipe on your amp, on your sub, you asking for a problem. Yeah, well, they folk out. Yeah, they folk out cost. Don't count people's money. You ain't my boss, man. Boss is here too, though. The boss is almost in the top tier up there. Believe it. It's just to me, they go as far as selling money worldwide. They might be best in kicker, boss. Yeah, but it's cheap. It's cheap. So I won't put them down. I need to put them on a fourth tier, like a unicorn tier, because you can't count their stuff. They lie they stuff, but they make a lot of money. It should be up in the first tier. Uh, nah, I think I might reduce some old stuff. As long as they still selling the subwoofer, I review it. As long as they still selling the subwoofer, I review it. Go. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Go up, Simone. Let me even go up. Maybe I missed a question. Oh, that look nice. I didn't know it looked like that.
What do?
I say MBE, and I got the subs up
Yeah,
there.
no,
Oh, look at the watermark over there too. Oh, that's good.
mm-hmm.
Go down.
It ain't no more good.
I don't like 6.5 inch driver. No, I said go down. I want to see that. Well, stay right there. Go there. Go back down. Go down. Go down. I'm not a big fan of 6.5 inch drivers. Remember, I tell you, cone air is king. The reason why I ain't go down the cone 6.5 because I can get more cone by running eights, in particular the kick eights. I get more cone in the space I have allotted. They cute. I think 6.5s are cute.
Cute.
A kid, it's a pit bull, and 6.5 like a Shih Tzu. That's right. Now, I know people get a lot of them and do numbers with them and all that, but remember I tell you, I don't care nothing about what you meet over 40. Me personally, I don't care. I don't care if you read the one, but particularly with eights, I don't care nothing about no score with 40 hertz. None at all. I want you to give me an SSA meter and record it, and then because of screen, and then show me this. I want to see what you do real time. That's why I did the video I just put up there with that Unthinkable song. I put it before I let it let y'all see it. And I went to, well, I turned the volume down a little bit, and then went to the back and let y'all see this is a sub that just did it. Yeah, you got to be below 40 hertz to be. So I don't care for 6.5 because show me two 6.5s are gonna meet it at 31 hertz. At anything below 30, greater than what I'm doing with 2/8, then I'll be impressed. Until then, if that's what you got space to run, that's what you going to run. That's it.
You think two star SCR8s can get low and loud?
It's all in the box. Any subwoofer can get low and loud. It's all in the box. But remember, loud is relative. They're not gonna get as loud as two SDR 10s in the box I built, because the 10 box is gonna be bigger than the 8 box. You can't just arbitrate. Well, I'm gonna put the 8s in the same size box as the 10. Then you're gonna destroy the 8s. Cone areas can't. Yeah, they can get anything get low or loud, but loud is relative. What is loud? Do you know? Let me tell you something about this meter that I got now. Okay, nobody rides around with their car at 140 dB. That's the sound of a jet engine. When I was demoing the eights and showing people the eights and the kickers, the 2/8s and the 4/8s, look here, man. And I demo when they get out, they go, oh man, that is incredible. That ain't nothing about 130, 139 dB for the most part. I ain't riding around with it like that. Most street beaters ride around with their music somewhere between 132 and 134, maybe 135, but 132 to 136. And you only gonna do that for a short period of time. Most of the time, you ride around with your music playing between 128 and 132 dB, low and soft beat. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody rides around in their car like the same way they at the same voice. Tell me, I remember my car. Them eights doing 140. I ain't riding around with no 140 all day. You get a headache. dB means your eyes is watering, bro. Your vision is blurred. The windshield is vibrating just enough in the vibe that you can't. Your vision is blurry at 140 dB. So you ain't ride around like that. When people take me, I ride around. My car's 150. I ride around 145 dB. That's a lie. That is a cold but a lie. You will not ride 2 miles in a vehicle doing 105 dB. For one reason, if the police get behind you, you cannot hear them. If an ambulance get behind you, you cannot hear that either. 140 dB is so loud that when you listen to Snoop Dogg, Jenny Juice, and hear in my vehicle and hear a siren, you start looking around. Ain't gonna be nobody there. You can be on the highway, but if somebody was there, you would not hear them. So understand that by loudness. Loudness is relative. Most loudness we talking about is you parking pound. That's when you turn it up full tilt. But riding around, you listening between 128 to 132 dB. If anything can do that, that's what you ride around that day, that's comfortable. Then as you start going up, when I be demoing on these people, man, that stuff I'm doing these eights, they can take that maybe 3 to 6 minutes. One good hard song. Oh man, that thing beating. But I'm keeping track of. I got 2.5 inch voice cord. I know I played a piece of this song, got to this break, that's 1 minute. A whole piece of this song, that's 2 minutes. Then I play another song, that's 4 minutes. I give them like 3, 4 songs. 3, 4 songs about 5 minutes. At that point, this 2.5 inch voice cord need to calm down. I bag it back off. Because I keep playing, it's going to get quieter. Why? Because the heat building up. It's only an 8. It ain't a unicorn. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Where we at? Now, 8 more minutes, I'm going to get out of here.
Somebody asked about Dayton audio.
Dating audio, home audio stuff, for the most part. Except some of their high-end 12. I'm going to get that on there, too, but they're pretty expensive. They pretty expensive. And most of y'all want a subwoofer that's going to cost, for the most part, most of y'all want to review subwoofers that cost, what, $100, $150. Y'all want 212 in the bank. Most of y'all say, well, I'd rather pay the money on the box than pay the money on these expensive subwoofers. I can understand the logic in that. Yeah, I can understand the logic in that because I amaze people. I made people with very little bit of stuff. Uh, and make that tier 2 eat that extra tier 1 give me. I got some cool stuff cooking. James, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know who James Simpson is. Okay, probably don't know, but he might be working at DB. Yeah, yeah, tier 1. As far as money, you know, They got as far they got gear to compete with kicker. But money wise, kicker make far more money. So they're top one. That's why these we just when I say top one to a top two, three, I'm just talking about money wise here, people. It's money. The money is different as you go up. You got 215, but you should be way over 140. I just had a guy named Craig come over with 2512s. He doing 144 on music at 30 hertz. Yeah, 144 on music, 30 hertz. We play with the meter. 144 at 30. Ah, what's up, Jane? What's up, man? You got a shop too. I think you got a shop up there somewhere. In Canton or somewhere. Aha, can we give a few to it? Support the channel. Bisky John, support the channel. But most of my subscribers ain't trying to pay $300-$400 for a sub, man. I don't think. Every now and then I might throw something in there like that, but because I'm trying to get everybody. But some guys, man, I didn't want you to unbox some 18. Why? You know how big a box I got to build to review 18? No, sir. That's way down in the future. I'm telling you that right now. Way down there. Way down. Don't you get you some binoculars. Way down there, way down there to see it. Oh, I appreciate it. I said, well, all right, then. Well, we contributed buying you a sub. Yeah, I'm ready for the DD2, man. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get an MD branded sub, man. I don't know. I got an idea. I told y'all what I'm gonna do with this. I got this APX motor. Cause that's what I bought. I'm in closing, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. I bought them atomic APX for one reason. I already knew they weren't going. I mean, they good what they were doing for the performance level they had at the time. But I just wanted the motor. I wanted the motor, and when the supply chain get back to where it need to be, I'm gonna either get robot on the ground or uh, uh, Brian Chamberlain and Directronics. Check out Directronics, y'all. I need to put some of this stuff in this link up in there too, man. I love Directronics, man. Brian Chamberlain, good solid dude. He rebuilds subs. I don't know if he's still doing. I know he rebuilds the Sundown sub. So some people like to get Sundown 12s, blow them, just immediately send them, do stuff with them, just so they can send them to Sundown or send them to the Directronics and have Brian and his boys rebuild it back up with totally American-made products with American-made hands. Some people say the subwoofers would be better, but I know Brian used to uh, take send them stuff, and he would Brian Chamberlain at Directronics would take different subwoofer parts and tailor a Sundown sub or even what you got with them, man. They was taking Alpine parts, doing all kind of stuff. Brian and Jacob over there at Sundown, man. Them some weird dudes, man. I'm tell you. Jacob he's a weird looking dude anyway. The Godfather of eight, Jacob Fuller. You can hit him in the leg. He's a weird looking dude, but he's a genius. The Joker's a genius. So they be doing stuff, man. And I know at one time the Electronics was building up, Brian was building up subwoofers. And Jacob be doing that too. He'll take this subwoofer and do this. You know what Jacob would do, man? Doing that. This was had a chance to I think maybe the second time I talked to him. I was talking to Brian. What he would do, man, Jacob would buy other people's subwoofers and play and listen to it. Why do you think the King of Q Class 8 is up on the Apex audio box? You know that's Jacob Stakes. That's the story, probably different link. Why do you think he's up there? He respects it. He know what they do. He know what they do. But that's one thing I like about Sundown. They don't, they fans something different. But the company, they don't do that. Jacob would never say nothing bad about nobody else. Even when he was on them dealing cell phone, it was cardio calculo ass and stuff like that. He just present the facts. I'll just tell you what he doing. And then that's it. You can make your own exception. And people respected the product and the brand. It just do grow. I don't know how far you're gonna take it, but in that tier he's in, we know how y'all like to scream that name Sundown, because that's what y'all know. But that's what they like to do, crazy stuff. Now that boy Jay Home, he like to do crazy stuff too. He like to do crazy to the 2-inch voice core on my B2 audio raises was never. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't. I'm not. You don't never get them. You won't get them boy there. Ain't boy the X8, the kicker. I ain't heard. I'm thinking. I wonder what the Brazilian gonna do. But boy, I don't think so. Cause the batteries ain't gonna be too noisy. I have some history, but I know I already know what this Brazilian do. It can't best that 2-inch voice cord. That B2 audio Rampage is a monster on the lows. I had my boy went to the shop, went straight to our shop the other day. I let him listen to combos. Guess what he said after he finished? He said, they decent. But boy, them Rampage. You might be watching stage now. He said, but they ain't them Rampage. I said, yeah, Rampage. Them the lows. Woo! Hands down. Bring it. But anyway, peace. We
Wait,
out of
you
here.
was talking about the channel.
Oh, sure never forgot about this. Hey, in the end. So I got Vanna is finna have a spinoff of our own channel. And it's gonna be geared towards y'all. Now, what my wife is gonna do, she's gonna help you men understand different things about women here. I don't anytime
What
I
we
mean
like, what we want, what we don't
yeah,
want.
how to get things maybe past being your wife being, especially because she's a wife of a base head. And also like how to buy gifts, uh, just different things, different things that when Vanna gonna do. She ain't got it up yet. She gotta get her videos up, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask y'all, our core subscribers that watch everything I do. Hey,
What questions do you have? What would you
yeah,
like for me to?
talk, and you better go to her channel. And on her entry video, what video she got up, what you need to talk about, who wants to surprise your wife. Like for instance, I'm gonna tell you something, man, I'm an alpha male. Straight up. I ain't got no problem getting I get in front of a million people and tell all of them, man, hey, right here where the sun don't shine. Or I'm whatever. I don't care. That's just what I do. But ask me to plan a birthday party or Valentine's Day party for my wife,
Or just a gift?
or just to get I just can't do it. I feel like, hey, I got you the money. Just go get what you want. That ain't what they want sometimes. I know for a fact, girl, you get a headache like that. So I was thinking, I was just told, I said, man, why don't you get a channel where you help men be that stuff, that part that we just ain't good at. And I can be honest, I know how to buy a gift, but most I know now. At first, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why you don't buy me nothing? I gave you money. Go buy it yourself. They don't want that.
Tell Tizo he's looking. They're asking about the channel. Tell him it's in the making.
It's in the making. That channel's in the making. And that channel for the men that watch my channel. It's gonna be Godly Sims. Where she gonna talk about this stuff,
To help y'all.
that help y'all in relationship with you in a relationship. Or you in a relationship with you thinking about marrying this girl. That's what her channel's gonna be geared. What to look for a woman. This stuff that help men. It's geared toward us though. It's geared toward helping you get the insight of what goes on to this higher brain. See, all of them got a higher brain. Let me tell you something. All women are connected to a higher brain. All of them got. You can't even see little tentacles go down here. Cause you ever wonder sometimes what they thinking? Like when they ask us, sometimes they say, "My baby, well, she said, what are you thinking about?" I don't be thinking about nothing. The game on. Well, I'm looking at. I'm speaking about. I ain't thinking about nothing. I'm not. We have a we have a good. There's a comedian said that I have a good nothing box, and I like to get in it sometimes and do absolutely nothing. I ain't thinking about nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting in this box. Boom. But they don't have that. They have a whole bunch of stuff going on in here simultaneously at all times. Women I know can think about 10 things at the same time. They can think about things that's happening right then, things that happen 5 years now, and they can think about things 5 years ago and 5 years from now. Things ain't even happened yet. They constantly thinking about it. I mean, we went in closing. We went to the school to talk about teachers. Talk to the teacher about getting him out the class because the teacher wasn't the principal. Getting him out the class because the teacher wasn't giving him homework. I wanted him to get some homework. While I'm sitting down with the principal, Miss Martin, my wife, is here. Miss Martin across the table. This is a white woman and there's a black woman. They dress totally different, you ask me. We talking about my son. In the middle of the conversation, Miss Martin say, Yeah, you're right, because she should be giving homework. I don't know why she's not getting work. That's part of our curriculum. Hey, I got to say this, Tracy, before we go any further. I love that jacket. That's a nice jacket. While she's saying that, my wife's, oh, you like this jacket? I got this jacket. Now, mine, I got this jacket somewhere. They exchanged 3, 4 sentences. Her liking the jacket, where she got the jacket for, what kind of material it is. Yeah, I paid this. We there supposed to be talking about my son. In the middle of the conversation, this woman talked about her jacket. And then when they finished, she went back to talking about my son and getting him out the class. And I was sitting there like this. I watched the whole time. What we hear about? Why we talking? What the jacket I do with my son? And that's the sort of stuff that's gonna be on her channel. Cause you gonna try to get the dwells to figure out what's in a woman's mind. I have no idea. Any man that tell you he got a woman figured out, run for him because he definitely ain't got it figured out. Because they don't think like us, man. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. I want to eat. I love on the channel. I did 60 minutes, 30 seconds. It is over. God bless you. Happy belated Thanksgiving. You should be thankful every day. You should never let nobody pick one day of the year for you to be happy and thankful. Because every day you wake up, be happy for the gift, the day the Lord has made, and be glad that you are in it. Huh? Be glad you're in it. Every day is a gift. Somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody lost somebody today. Every day is a gift. Peace. See y'all next Friday.